months just before the September 11th attack, perhaps as a way to gain legal status. And it is a security risk that still exists today. Investigative reporter Jim Hopper's here now with much more on this exclusive story. Jim.
Bill and Liz, men born in Pakistan and Egypt and Yemen, traveling to a small town in Westchester County to get married. So easy, in fact, to get a license. Some of the brides got married twice. Months before 9/11, Middle Eastern-born men came to this small Westchester town to get married. Dozens upon dozens of men from Pakistan, Egypt, Yemen, Jordan, and Syria, all non-residents of the county, marrying American women from New York City, in, of all places, the village of Harrison.
You suspected something was up. Wouldn't you?
During a 5-month period, Harrison Mayor Joan Walsh, the town clerk at the time, granted marriage licenses to nearly 200 Middle Eastern men. These documents we recently obtained through a source show that in 4 days in April 2001, the clerk and her staff granted licenses to 62 Middle Eastern-born grooms. Walsh says the state told her as long as they showed photo IDs, she had no choice but to give them a marriage license.
What were you thinking? Pakistani men, one after the other, lined up to get married.
What I was thinking is the government made a mistake giving the amnesty program. That was what I was thinking.
She's talking about the amnesty program, which the Justice Department had extended to April 30th, 2001. This allowed undocumented immigrants to more easily legalize their status by marrying a U.S. citizen. Still, even after the deadline, Middle Eastern men kept coming to Harrison to get married, some to the same bride. A Bronx woman got 2 different licenses in Harrison in 1 month, allowing her to marry 2 different Tunisian men. A Florida woman traveled to Harrison and got 2 licenses, and then married 2 Egyptian men.
There is a certain amount of belief that people don't lie. All right?
But you said yourself that you suspected something highly suspicious was up. Yet you're telling me that you didn't check the documents to see that you were handing out double licenses to the same brides?
Out of 300, there were 5 errors.
The suspicious Middle East Harrison marriage connection practically stopped after 9/11. That's when Mayor Walsh says she finally called law enforcement authorities.
So FBI and Homeland Security came here after 9/11?
Yes.
To look at the documents, the marriage documents?
Yes.
You documented that, didn't you?
No.
You had no record of FBI agents coming here to look at your documents?
No, I don't.
Neither the FBI nor Immigration and Customs Enforcement would confirm whether they investigated the onslaught of Middle Eastern marriages that took place here in Harrison. But in one afternoon, we were able to uncover rather quickly that at least some of these marriages appeared to be part of an immigration scam. Does June 2001 mean anything to you?
No.
Well, it should, because that's when you apparently got married to Mr. Muhammad.
No.
Tracy Wright insists she never married anyone from Yemen and that someone must have stolen her identity. You had to show a photo ID.
Somebody must look like me.
Someone
I got
who
a
looks like
face
you.
that looks like a lot of people.
So this wasn't you then?
No, sir.
Who married Mr.
I don't
Muhammad?
even know Mr. Muhammad.
We heard the same explanation from Sophia Bonilla.
Does the name Muhammad mean anything to you?
It means nothing to you. You've never heard of him?
Never.
You married him in May of 2001.
No.
No? This is just
That somebody's probably using my stuff. That's what I was thinking.
using your ID.
Yeah.
Wherever the truth lies, experts tell us what was going on in Harrison has all the markings of a marriage scam to speed up legal residency, a favorite recruitment tool of Al-Qaeda operatives, including convicted terrorist Khalid Abu al-Dahab.
He used it himself personally, and he also was helping others bring them here and then use the sham marriage to help them assimilate as well. It's a very common tactic.
That sham marriages are still so easy to pull off means the lessons of 9/11 have been forgotten, just like the hundreds of men that may have illegally slipped into this country years ago through small town halls like Harrison.
Do you ever wonder where these Middle Eastern men are today that you married?
Not really.
You don't?
No.
There was a significant spike in marriages in other towns near Harrison at the time, but none as big as Harrison's 325% jump. We don't know if the increases in the nearby towns included large numbers of Middle Eastern men. Now, if you have a tip about this or any other issue you need investigated, please give our tip line a call at 877-TIP-NEWS. You may also email us at the.investigators@abc.com. The troubling thing about all of this is that some would argue it is still far too easy to get a marriage license here in the state of New York.
But I thought that they clamped down on the rules about this after 9/11.
Used to have to have a photo ID to get married in the state here of New York.
Yeah.
Now you need one other document, usually a birth certificate.
Or maybe a Petco card.
It's a little harder than that, I guess.
I hope so.